This is a Samsung washing machine, and it was leaking down into the drawer down there. And the model of this is right here. That's the model. And where you'd find the model number to this would be the back of the machine. It's on the total back of the machine. On the edge, it's going to be a sticker. Right here, there's a sticker with your model number on it. It's on the left rear of the machine. So, there was water that was leaking into that bottom drawer, and luckily it didn't go on the floor. No water went on the floor, it just went all in the drawer. And so what I did is I took off this top cover. Let me see if I can get that. This whole top cover area comes off. Very easy. Here's the cover. See them two tabs? That tab there and that tab there had a screw in it. There's two screws held that whole top cover. This whole top cover off of here. I took off one screw back there, one screw over there, and this whole top cover comes off. And what the leaking problem was, there was this valve assembly, which is on the cold side. This hole right here. This hole right here. This was on the inside. This is on the inside right here, through that hole. And these wires plugged into these solenoids. And as you can see that rust right there? The water was coming out from underneath here, and this one here also. The water was coming out from underneath there. This machine was still functional. It's just the water was leaking out of here, and this was in here, and the water dripped down to the bottom of the machine and then leaked into the bottom drawer. So that was that one. Them two were leaking. 2 out of 3 were leaking at their bases, and only one is good. The other one, that was all for the cold. That was all for the cold. And this one is for the hot. There's one for the hot inlet on this side. This here's the hot inlet on this side, and there's a little H right here. A little H stamped in there, and you got a little C stamped in here for cold. So your hot water comes in here, and it went to this solenoid. It went in here. There's only one wire, one connector that went on that one. But it was not leaking. But you can see the condition of this one also. It had rust, and it has areas that look like it's going to leak down here. So it's ready to leak. And so I'm changing that too. I'm changing everything. These hoses right here, let me get situated. These hoses right here went to them valves. And here's one here that went to that one. And what you do, there's a wiring schematic here on this side, and then on this side there's hose routing schematics. So this setup here is mine. I know it's upside down, but this here is mine, and tells you where all these hoses go to on them valves. And even though this is a wiring schematic, I believe it belongs to this little circuit board. There's a little printed circuit board under here. That's the controller, I guess. And by the way, this is an electrical filter. The electric comes in here and goes through a noise filter, comes back out and goes to the circuit board. So anyway, that's how I know where the hoses are going to go, is by this schematic that's on the top. And then when it comes to the wiring, when it comes to all these wires that were unplugged from the solenoids, I'm not seeing that on there, and so I just wrote it on a piece of paper. I just wrote it on a piece of paper where all those wires were. That little one's the hot, and those are the cold side. And I don't know if that's focused for you, but anyway, I wrote the wire colors and their colors of the connectors and where they go to, and that's how I knew about that. Like I said, I think this one's for the circuit board, printed circuit board. And if you want to access the rear side, this panel comes off the back side of this whole machine with 2 screws, one there, and that whole panel comes off. But there's really no need for it this time, because these were the components that were leaking. So, and I get my components from appliancepartspros.com, and you can pick different shipping methods, you know, how fast you want it. I think it was $25 for next day service, and like $15 and $10 for slower shipping options. But if you need your machine going, you know, quick, you can get the better shipping. So anyway, these are the components that I'm replacing for this water leak. Like I said, it leaked all in the drawer. It leaked all in this drawer down here. This garbage bag's in there now. It leaked down that drawer. So that's the fix for this Samsung washing machine. Model WF328AAW/XAA Samsung washing machine. Okay, thanks. Bye.